Dear friends, yesterday we have considered external characters of scoliora. And today we will consider the next part of this topic, named or titled as skin or integument and placoid scales. But in this video we will consider only the skin or integument, and then next video will be prepared for placoid scales only. Now what is skin or integument? In all chordates or in all animals, skin is for the purpose of the protection, and this skin, which is for purpose of protection, has two main layers such as epidermis. These are two main layers among chordates, and dermis. Epidermis and dermis. So the two main layers are epidermis and dermis. These are two main layers of the skin among chordates, dermis, epidermis and dermis. Here the epidermis is labeled so far, epi means above. It is present above the dermis, so called epidermis. Now what the epidermis is? Epidermis of a skin of scoliora consisting of, this is what a scale, like this scale, and in this matter the epidermis, through the epidermis, scales they are projecting out by this way. The epidermis is several layers thick, consisting of the layer of cells by this manner or by this way. Among these cells of epidermis or uppermost strata of epidermis, consisting of some cells which are modified among these cells. These are the cells with well nuclei like this, no doubt. So these are the cells with prominent nuclei like this. But some of the cells modified so as to form a gland, unicellular gland like this. These are unicellular gland therefore, and they open on the surface of the skin. These unicellular glands are called mucous gland. They are called mucous gland. They are referred as mucous glands. So number of such glands are present, or we may consider that abundant such glands they are present in the uppermost layer of epidermis, and they are the modified epidermal cells of first layer. They secrete the mucus. What is the role of mucus? As and when it is secreted, it is spreaded over the surface of the skin like this. Spreaded over the surface of skin, and because of this mucus, the body covering of the fish becomes very slimy. As it becomes slimy, the enemy cannot easily catch these fishes. This is first benefit of the mucus. The second benefit of the mucus is that due to this mucus, due to slimy nature, the debris which is present in the seawater cannot settle on the body surface of the fish, body surface of the scoliora. As we see many times, that body of fish is never wrapped with the debris. The body of the fish at any time is very clean. The reason is that due to this mucus, body becomes slippery, and the debris present in the seawater cannot settle on the surface of the body. Body remains always clean in the aquatic media, although the water contains debris. Now, after this layer, there are, as I told you, multi-layer, many strata, many layers are present by this way, in this manner. So these are the layers of the epidermis, many layers in this manner. More than 2 layers they are present in the epidermis in this manner like this. So these are epidermal cells, and this epidermis consisting of such a many layers in the manner by this way. Those are the epidermal cells, or these are the epidermal cells, like this, epidermal cells in this manner. This is what the mucous gland, unicellular mucous gland. Now, epidermis, through the epidermis, this spine projects out. It is backwardly directed. And consisting of such a small cavity called pulp cavity, from which canaliculi arise. Number of canaliculi arise, giving substance of formation of these spines, which we call as a dentine, like this, canaliculi. Number of canaliculi arise. Now, lowermost layer or innermost layer of this epidermis is called as, is made up of such a rectangular cells, like this, made up of such a rectangular cells by this way. So these are the rectangular cells, and these cells form a separate layer in this manner. It forms a separate layer by this way. This layer in this manner made up of such a cells, this layer is called as stratum malpighi. What it is called? Stratum germinativum. Stratum. Remember, stratum. What is stratum? Stratum means layer. Very simple. Strata in the sense layer. So stratum means layer. Layer of what? Layer of stratum germinativum. Germinativum. What does it indicate? Germinativum is the Latin word, and it indicates that it germinates something. So this is the layer, stratum germinativum, are also labeled as stratum. I labeled here stratum malpighi, stratum malpighi. Because discovered by scientist Malpighi, this layer was discovered by scientist Malpighi, so called stratum malpighi. This layer germinates the cells of above layer of epidermis. When the cells of above layer becomes old, when the cells of this above layer, that means uppermost layer of this epidermis become old, they are removed out. And at that place, new cells are formed, new cells are added by these cells, which are prepared by these cells of stratum malpighi layer or stratum germinativum, and they are added in above layer. So cells are prepared by the process of mitosis. New cells are formed. From these cells, new cells are formed, and they are added above. So, in that connection, it is called germinativum, as it germinates the new cells of epidermis which are present above it. So, this is what a epidermis. Now, this epidermis is rested on a basement membrane. It is what a peculiar characteristic of the epidermis, that it is rested on such a type of membrane, and this membrane is called a basement membrane. Do you get my point? So this membrane is called basement membrane. I will label here basement membrane. So basement membrane is a membrane on which epidermis is rested. So this is called basement membrane on which this epidermis is rested. Below this epidermis, after the basement membrane, is the next portion of the skin of Scoliodon, and it is known as dermis. Now dermis is thick as compared to epidermis. Dermis is thick as compared to epidermis. Now what it consists of? Dermis consists of such a composed of such a nerve fibers. See, these are the nerve fibers which may be branched like this, nerve fibers. So these all are nerve fibers in this manner, nerve fibers. Dermis consisting of white collagen fibers. So these are white collagen fibers in this manner. White collagen fibers forms a connective tissue or forming a tissue of dermis. White collagen fibers by this way. So dermis is composed of such a collagen fibers. They are called white collagen fibers. I have shown in the diagram. These are white collagen fibers. It is also made up of blood vessels. The dermis is also composed of blood vessels. Suppose this is a blood vessel like this, maybe branched in this manner. So blood vessels. Sometimes in a section the blood vessel which is seen in transverse section. So these are the blood vessels. What are these? These are the blood vessels. So these are blood vessels present inside this dermis. So I label here as a blood vessels. Blood vessels. Blood vessels. Do you get my point? Blood vessels. So what we have seen? Nerve fibers. These are nerve fibers. How the dermis is composed of nerve fibers. Nerve fibers. Then what it consists of? Collagen fibers. These are collagen fibers. Collagen fibers. These are collagen fibers. So blood vessels, nerve fibers, collagen fibers, and a connective tissue like this, and a connective tissue by this way. Connective tissue by this way. They have composed this dermis. Connective tissue. So this is what entire connective tissue. What is this? Is the connective tissue, and thus the dermis become thick like this. So this is what a connective tissue. I will try to show here as a connective tissue in the blue color. So this is what a connective tissue. What is this? A connective tissue. Very simple, connective tissue. So this is what I will draw here, label here as a connective tissue. Connective tissue. Connective tissue. So dermis is composed of blood vessels, nerve fibers, collagen fibers, connective tissue. Now what happened? One more thing that I have to mention here. This is the connective tissue. Now dermis has two layers. Which are those? Dermis is subdivided into two layers, and these layers are stratum laxum. These layers are stratum laxum. So I label here stratum laxum. What does it mean? Strata, as I told you earlier, stratum means layer, and laxum means loosely arranged. What does it mean? A Latin word, loosely arranged. What is loosely arranged? These collagen fibers are loosely arranged. And below the stratum laxum, there is a stratum compactum. Now what does it mean? Compactum. Compact. And from that Latin word, compactum. What does it mean? Compactum means compactly arranged. So this is what a compactly arranged. What is compactly arranged? These collagen fibers are compactly arranged in lowermost portion of the epidermis, lowermost region of the epidermis. Do you get my point? Are you clear in the diagram? So collagen fibers are very compactly arranged as compared to stratum laxum. So these are collagen fibers which are compactly arranged as compared to this. Do you get the difference? So stratum compactum, stratum laxum. Very good. Now stratum laxum, what does it mean? Loosely arranged, and stratum compactum, connective tissue and collagen fibers are very compactly arranged. Now one more thing that we have to study here again, that this is a spine of placoid scale, and this is basal plate, basal plate. What it is? Basal plate. Because present at the base of spine. So called basal plate together form placoid scale. What they call? Placoid scale. Like this placoid scale. Now this placoid scale, basal plate of placoid scale is very firmly attached in the dermis by. So this is what a placoid scale, and its basal plate is very firmly attached by muscle fibers like this. These muscle fibers like this. These muscle fibers are present in the dermis region. These muscle fibers are called, I label here, these muscle fibers discovered by scientist Sharpley, so called Sharpley's. Sharpley's. You get my point? Sharpley's muscle fiber. What is the role of Sharpley's muscle fibers? Sharpley's muscle fibers are utilized to adhere the basal plate very firmly. What is the function of this skin? Function of skin is to protect the internal organ. This is what transverse section of skin. So today we will stop here. Again we will prepare new video for placoid scales only. You get my point? This placoid scales we will study in next video.